hand that feeds you. Use a fork. Young for the young ones. All that listens is not holds. All that glistens is not gold. The one about a girl with a door.
Oh dear. Oh no, he's had the trigger. Oh, okay. Right, sorry.
And the president won't find out, will he, subject 5? And you're back in the room.
President Obama. Here's one. No. Right, are you ready for your next one? You start clapping. Everyone else start clapping.
G'day, mates. G'day. I'm not really Australian, I just had that to myself. My name's Jonathas. It's like Jonathan, but not, basically. People who can pronounce my name usually ask me if they can call me Bob. The answer is no. No post. The answer is no. Once again. I think everyone here in this room has issues. Whether you think you're too tall, too skinny, too foreign, too foreign. Doesn't matter. We all have issues. And just in case you're wondering, Stockholm Syndrome, the one with the kidnapped, is in love with a kidnapper, definitely an issue. You know you are. Because of those issues, we developed something called a coping mechanism. And comedy is definitely a coping mechanism for comedians at first. Something like, your family has just been murdered. Oh, okay. I'm okay. Murder, that's funny. And when I meet a comedian, I'm always wondering, what are their issues, you know, because they must have some kind of issue. And I know I needed a coping mechanism growing up. Having both a poon and a peener wasn't easy. And I'm always wondering, as a comedian, I'm like, maybe when you just went for a picnic in the forest at the tender age of 3 and got raped by deers. No, I tell myself, we can't have that much in common. Yeah, that's right. Let's just say I wasn't exactly sad when Bambi's mom got shot. Enough about me. Those of us who are students, it's just week 5 right now, so it's basically the beginning of the year. And most of us have joined societies or renewed our memberships. And, you know, I usually join really useless ones, just because it seems like a good idea at the time. But then this year, I told myself, I'm going to use my time really wisely and actually join the ones that I really wanted to join for a very long time, and actually going to help me develop myself as a person, and it really helped my career. So I joined the Juggling and Knitting Society, and now I can juggle knitted cats. And that was difficult to catch. But yeah, you know, like in week 1, you have these cheesy icebreakers, just so you can meet everyone. So a few weeks ago, I went to one of these first meetings for a society, and we played this game. And basically, it consisted in everyone, like, we're divided into teams, and because there are only 2 guys in our team, we decided to call it Brokeback Mountain Team. Why not? And I was like, okay. And then Basically, we were playing this icebreaker, and the objective of the game was each member said 3 things about themselves, and 2 of them were lies, and the 3rd one was true. And basically, the object of the game was to find out which one was the true one. So it was a bit of investigative work, like a bit of elementary, like Watson kind of thing. And so we started, and it would have been fun if my group was made up of very, very special people. Actually, I'm not making any of this up. This girl came up to me, this member of the group, and she was like, "Hi, my name is Clementine. You can call me Clem or Clemmy." And I'm like, "Clemmy, like Clemmy Hands?" She's like, "Yeah, this friend of mine, she thinks my name sounds like this this classical goddess name, so she calls me that sometimes." I'm like, "Really? Which classical goddess?" She's like, "Chlamydia." Right. You do know that's also a STD, right? It's like, you know when you say something and you know you've committed a social faux pas, like I regret it, because she looked really offended when I said that, and I was like, when I offend people, I try to fix it straight away. So I was like, no, I didn't mean actually have chlamydia. I just meant like, I know you don't have chlamydia, but I've had lessons in chlamydia, and I've had lessons, and I can actually kind of tell, I can kind of make out by the shape of your camel toe. I don't have it. And she was like, okay. Anyway, she kind of ignored me for the rest of the night after that, so I tried to be nice to people doing the work. That was the point. Then she kind of, we finally started playing the icebreaker, and this guy goes first, and he was like, "Option 1, I used to be a transsexual. Option 2, I am a transsexual. Option 3, I often drink milk just to get a milk mustache." We were like, maybe option 3 is the true one? He's like, "That's right, I don't even like milk." So that was a bit special. But so granted, things started to get a bit weird, but the atmosphere in the room was still quite uplifting, quite happy, and quite effervescent, really. And then it was Chlamydia's turn. And she started. Option 1, my favorite color is pink. And I got a little bit apprehensive there because it's so difficult to tell what people's favorite colors are, just like looking at them, Unless they use this fake tan lotion, then you know it's orange. And she continued. Option 2, I love balloons. Option 3, I have meningitis. I was like, maybe they started to guess, and then we're like, maybe you don't like balloons then? She's like, "No, guys, the true one is option 3. And we're like, "Oh, Clemmy, that's so inappropriate." Who tells everyone you have meningitis in a social situation? Imagine what a party at Chlamydia's would be like, just everyone kind of like pressing glasses in telling everyone, like a group of 40 people, you have a deadly disease. It's like going to your mate. Last night, I both heard and saw my grandparents have sex. Some things you just don't share, But the rest of the night wasn't that bad because I ended up spending it just talking to this guy about The Apprentice. Who likes The Apprentice?
Right.
Woo, The Apprentice! Yay! It's shit. I was watching the other day and I kind of noticed that when Lord Sugar, when he hires someone, he goes, when he finally chooses The Apprentice, he goes, "You're hired." But then when he fires someone, he goes, "You're fired." How can you get fired when you weren't hired in the first place? Don't make sense to me. But the good thing about The Apprentice is when they win tasks, they get good prizes. Like the other day, this group got a party with Sir Richard Branson, casual. And so, even though I don't really like parties at the moment, because you know that feeling when I go to parties, I just feel like no one's really listening to me. People are just waiting for their own turn to speak. You know what I mean? I think everyone's had that feeling before. Somehow. But amazingly, the other day, I met this girl and we struck up this incredible conversation. It was just like, we just connected. I just felt like she understood me and I could really tell her anything. And I did. So we started, I just told her about my ideas about the meaning of life. 43, by the way, not 42. And about why the sky is blue and why some people wear Crocs. And she was just a really good listener, just quite friendly. And then, I'm not ashamed to say that during the conversation I kind of jizzed a little. A lot. But when I was finished, I asked her. I just feel we had this amazing conversation. You know, do you feel the same way at all? And she was like, look, would you like fries with your McChicken or not? She wasn't even listening. So right now I'd just like to have a little test. I just need a member of the audience to ask one question. Any volunteers? Just pretend this is the microphone. At the beginning of the show, just pretend, just check if you're a good listener or not. At the beginning of the show, what animals are raped by?
Deer.
You are good listeners. P.S. I love you.
And that's our interval, folks. Hypnosis. So get a drink from the bar and come back in 20 minutes. We've got another half of this comedy for you. Hope you see you then.